Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 15th to the 21st of August 2022. Now we have a few challenges coming up this week, but it really does look like a breakthrough will be worth it by the end of the week. So the general sense here is like the scene from The Wizard of Oz when the little dog pulls back the curtain to reveal that it's a man pulling the levers and creating an illusion of something big and scary, but there's not actually anything to be scared of. So there's a sense of pulling back the curtain, taking the responsibility, taking a few brave actions with the courage of our convictions, and realising that we had the power in us all along. We're being shown where we've given our power away to external structures, and we're in the process of taking that back. So we start the week with the Sun opposite Saturn, and Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius. So this is very much about taking back our power and finding our core strength, realising that we're here to be our unique vibration, our unique expression, and not having to comply or go with the group, especially if we get the very intuitive feeling that the group is all going in the wrong direction. So an awkward aspect to Saturn there with the Sun opposite Saturn and Saturn retrograde. Go in and find your own inner sun, find your authenticity, anchor and embody your true frequency, and then rule your life from that deep inner space. We also have Mars square the Sun, which is the bravery I was just talking about. A square is a breakthrough point, so we're going to need the courage of our convictions, going to need to trust our intuition, then to be able to act upon that with conviction and a sense of valour and a knowledge of what's right. So that's actually quite a positive aspect if we engage with it consciously. There's a sense with Mars at the moment of a difference between personal will and divine will. So in this age of Aquarius with the Saturn retrograde, we're being tuned in to our unique divinity. And personal will is something where we push from a previous goal, from an agenda, from wanting, from trying, from planning on a lower level. And divine will is getting back into touch with our own timeline, our own manifesting power, and our own energy that's unfolding in the right place and the right time, seeing the bigger picture and understanding that we came here for a bigger reason. So I think with Mars square the Sun, we can have a look at personal will and where we're pushing and trying too hard from a low level, and tune into our divine will, which is where we surrender and feel that everything's unfolding at the right time to our pattern, and learn to work with those bigger cycles of time, create more harmoniously. Mars moves into Gemini by the end of the week, so that square was with Taurus, but Mars moving into Gemini is a very active combination, and this is where I feel that we'll see some of the clarity. And I feel it's because we've connected with our true values, we have questioned everything, we have made our own mind up, and there's a sense of mental emotional cleansing. If you see Mars like a purging fire, there's a chance to let go of old habits, both mentally and emotionally, and have the fresh air of Gemini and the clarity and the youth of that sign come through. And by the very end of the week we have Mercury opposite Neptune. So an opposition is always an interesting energy to work with as a planet at each end. So Mercury, processing mind, and Neptune, our spiritual tuning fork, as it were, our vessel, how we send and receive vibrationally. Then we've got the two aspects of the brain really. We've got the rational logical with Mercury in Virgo, and we've got the intuition with Neptune at home in Pisces. But the feeling I get for this one is that we're having done some serious introspection and research. We'll be ready to walk away from some long-held beliefs that no longer hold water. So that pulling away of the curtain and seeing that things haven't been how we thought they were. There's a sense of an illusion being revealed. And that's going to be through intuition and feeling. We know when something's not right. So with the discipline and objectivity of Mercury in Virgo, and the sensitivity and the ability to tune in with Neptune and Pisces, I feel that anything that we've been trying to go through the motions with, or that we've just been believing because we haven't challenged it yet, there's certain beliefs and patterns that will just start to dissolve now because they just can't hold water anymore, as we see that they're simply not true. So intuition versus mind, illusion versus reality, piercing the veil of consensus trance. Sometimes we believe things just because the consensus believes it and we haven't bothered to challenge it. But with Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, we have to really make our own mind up about everything. So very interesting combination of energies this week. Go with the challenges, there's lots of rewards coming, and I do feel that we'll get a certain amount of energy and clarity by the weekend. So if you'd like to see where this is happening for you, I am available, zoehind7@gmail.com, for chart readings so that we can actually see where your energies are and how you can best align yourself for a harmonious and purposeful use of your energy. I also love teaching astrology and tarot, but especially astrology and tarot together. It's a real blessing to be able to have your chart and then actually put the tarot cards with it so that you get to see it in pictorial form. You get to know your home planets, but after you've done that, then you can actually use tarot to work with the transits in your chart, and this I feel is very important going forwards. So if you'd like to do some astrology and tarot together at your own level and pace very intuitively, then I am available for customised sessions. And if you've got any issues that are coming up, then I am very happy to offer coaching sessions as well to break the patterns and dig things up at the root and set new, more meaningful intentions at the right time. So wishing you a wonderful week, a little bit sticky, a little bit tricky, but well worth pushing through. And I think the deeper we go, the more value we'll get out of this. So those are the horoscopes this week, and I'll see you next week.